Hello and welcome to Lindley Educational Trust, the Hollowford Centre, a centre of excellence for the development of young people. Here at the Hollowford Centre we're about development and learning. The two main clients we work with are primary schools and youth groups, but we also work with secondary school groups. We work with apprentices, undergraduates and graduates. Working as we do with young people and in the outdoors, safety is obviously of paramount importance. We use highly qualified and highly experienced staff. We have fully stocked stores with regular kit replacements. All the equipment we use is brought to the highest standard.
My name is Pete Nash. I'm an instructor here at the Hollowford Centre. We've got a group of Year 4 school children coming in today for some team building activities. Well, we start off with what we call icebreaker exercises, where we ask the group to work together. And it's a chance for us to get to know them to get to know the kind of things that we do, and we get to know their names during that period.
We've got 3 or 4 tasks that we want to have a go at today. One of them is what I call the island task, where they've got these floating islands. Some people use carpet squares for it, and they've got to get from one place to another using the carpet tiles without stepping onto the floor. But if they lose contact with one of the tiles, then it kind of gets whipped away in the fast-moving current. So it's about them cooperating with each other and kind of controlling who moves when and not kind of rushing ahead too fast.
Oh no!
Another one that we do, we bring the whole group together, all 12 of them, and they have to transport a golf ball, again across a certain distance from A to B, but all they get given are bits of pipe and bits of gutter. And if they're holding on to a piece of pipe or a piece of gutter with the ball in it, they're not allowed to move. So they've got to work together very closely on that one.
Where are you going? You're trying to get to the blue barrel, not to the car. Go back. Bye-bye.
After the team building, we're doing some more kind of adventurous things. We'll be going on to the low ropes course and the adventure course. The low ropes course is set in the woods, and it's loads of posts with wires strung between them, and they've got vines hanging down and ropes to hold on to. And to try and do it on your own is really difficult, trying to balance on the wires. But they've got all the other members of the team, so to place themselves out, so they can kind of reach for each other.
And we're going to use the high ropes course, which is all about building confidence. It's also about building trust.
The high wire. Can you see the high wire up there with the ropes hanging down?
Yeah.
Yeah, once you get there, you have to climb up the ladder, along the beam, up the pole, and then you step out on the high wire.
Yes.
So you go all the way along, hanging onto the white ropes. Yeah, you hang onto the white ropes until you get to the last one. When you get to the last one, you come back down to the ground. Second opportunity, the second opportunity is the one in front of us. You see the 2 parallel bars? Yeah? We call that one the catwalk. The one with the yellow and black tape on. Okay, so you go up onto the right-hand side where the ladder is again. You walk along the lower parallel bar, up the big pole, and then along the top one, as far as the black and yellow tape. Okay, and then you come back down to the ground on your rope. Third opportunity for you, third challenge, is the leap of faith, or the trapeze as we sometimes refer to. You climb to the top of this pole here, that's all there on its own. Okay? Stand on the top, put your arms out like this, and then
Jump on
and
it.
then
Leap.
leap. Okay.
Sitwire's quite exciting. Again, it's a confidence building thing. I'm hoping that everyone in this group will, by the end of the day, be able to do that. Having done so much else within the team, it's more of an individual type of thing. But then if we do a little bit of canoeing as well, they've got to do that as a team because there'll be 3 in a boat normally, and if they don't work together, they won't go anywhere. And it's quite amusing watching groups that haven't learnt how to work together going around in circles all the time, whereas those that have been listening and those that have picked everything up will go in a nice straight line backwards and forwards across the reservoir.
We can offer activities from a few hours to a few days to a week-long stay. We've got residential blocks on site, so mostly in small ensuite facilities rather than large dormitories. Got a fantastic kitchen, most of the food is home prepared.
We've got a group of about 12 young people coming from Tameside, and they're going to go off to a place called Derbyshire North, which is a nice open valley, and they're going to do some climbing with ropes on, and then they're going to move on to something called weaseling or bouldering type thing, where they'll do a bit of clambering on the rocks, going under the rocks, a bit of just adventure play on a natural playground sort of thing. So they'll benefit with a bit of self-reliance and starting to trust different people that are around them and starting to actually help each other and realise it doesn't always need to be an adult that's showing them what to do. I mean, even in a short space, you'll see them build up a bit of confidence, and they'll actually learn to help each other, or trying to get them not to be reliant on adults all the time.
My name is Pete Agnew. I'm the Youth Participation Coordinator for St Peter's Youth in Ashton-under-Lyne. When we do activities with Hollowford, we're looking for three things, and that's whether it's safe, whether they learn something, and most importantly, whether they have fun. And at Hollowford, we get all those three things. Basically, we get loads of stuff like team building. They have to work together to achieve tasks, all that sort of thing. And a lot of the activities they're doing, are a bit scary for them. They're really safe, but they're still a bit scary. Going up high, rock climbing, and when they succeed at things like that, that can lead on to other benefits in their own life when they go back to Ashton.
And they're going to go to a cave called Giant's Cave, which is just above Castleton, which is quite an easy cave, but a fair amount to see in it. So this one is just a walking in, so you'll give them a little bit idea how to use their lights and how to walk in the cave and how to stay together.
There's two lights!
So we've got a really big bright light, a bit like the 4-beam on car headlights, and then we've got one that's not so bright. So if you're talking to somebody and looking at them, do you want the really bright light or the not so bright light?
Not so bright.
It's very different, a lot of things, but I think because it's such an unknown environment, a lot of them are very wary of caving or have sort of preconceptions of what it's going to be like once they get in there. And a lot of them are quite relieved that it's not quite as awful as they think it's going to be. But because it's a fairly easy cave to start off with, it allows them to actually take the lead perhaps for a while, and without the dangers of getting lost or falling down any holes. So they quite like to move under their own steam sort of thing. So you set them a target, you want them to stop when they get to a certain point.
My name's Adnan Zaman, and I'm a youth trainee youth worker at for SPY, St Peter's Youth in Ashton-under-Lyne. And my experience, I've been using Hollowford Centre for about 2 years now, and there's not a time when the young people have not come back from here that they've ever said that they've not enjoyed it and learned something, which I think is the best thing about Hollowford Centre. A lot of the young people that we bring to the Hollowford Centre have never had an outdoor experience in their life, and the reason that we use Hollowford, because of the quality that it provides, is so that the young people have a positive experience, and the learning that they get out of outdoor activities and the experience that they've got, they can transfer that to any other part of their lives, in school or at home, or just hang around in the streets with their friends.
Put a hand on my shoulder if you want. Can you reach all the way over there? The other hand. No, over the way over there.
Huh?
Over there.
No, I can't.
You can in a minute when you move forward.
What was the cave like?
It had a waterfall in it. Yeah.
A waterfall?
Yeah.
What else?
It had all water in it and all flippy. It was dark and gloomy.
We went into a cave, we went in through challenges, and we walked through in lots of water, and we looked at volcanic rocks.
We don't have any fixed programmes. We like to stay as flexible as possible, and basically what you do is what you want to do. we can give you ideas to fit in with your aims and objectives for your event.
Are you ready? Let's go, go, go!